All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Skype for Business, which is what we have that comes pre-installed on all of our computers here in the district. With that being said, there are some limitations to Skype for Business, so I just want to make sure you guys understand that. Those limitations right now are that you cannot connect with somebody else outside of our district, whether they have Skype for Business or not. There is a way that you can do that. You just can't do it the way I'm going to show you with this video. So in another video, I'll show you exactly what you can do to connect or to try to set up that connection with somebody else who would be using a web version of it with you using Skype for Business and being able to do your screen share and all that kind of stuff. So if I go to my start menu in the bottom left-hand corner, you notice I have two different tiles here that I've pinned to my start menu. But I've got the Skype for Business 2016. That's what, again, we have pre-installed on your computer for you. And then I also have the personal Skype that is something that I had to install here on my computer myself. You'd have to get your campus tech to do that for you. Just let us know if you're going to do this challenge, and we'll work on getting you what you need for this. But I'm going to go ahead and click on Skype for Business here, or if I come down in my menu under my Start button and I go to Skype, or I can go ahead and scroll down here to the S's, and the personal Skype is going to be located right here, and Skype for Business is what you should see. You might see a Skype preview on yours as well, but we're going to focus for this video, like I said, on Skype for Business. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to ask us to sign in. You sign in with your school email, and it'll ask you for your password. I've signed into it before. So here you can see you can set up a list of people that you communicate with regularly. So I have the tech staff and the other instructional tech people. And I can go ahead and connect with them very quickly. Or I can always find somebody right up here where it says find someone, and I can just start typing a name. And so if I was going to try to connect with Mackenzie Cross, I could just start typing her name, and then I'm going to double click here on her name as it pops up in the menu. And for this right now, I've got a few options. I can send an instant message. So all I have to do is type right here. I'm not going to actually send this, but if I was, I could do that right here. I also have the option over here to add a file if I wanted to send that to somebody. And up here you can see exactly who it is that's participating in this conversation at this point. I can also invite more people. So if I had a PLC meeting, I could set up a conference call with all 3 to 5 of us, however many people might be in your PLC. If I want to go ahead and actually start a video call, all I would have to do, and I guess let me explain this before I get too far. This call here is not what you would use if you're just wanting to connect with them through video or voice. Now, you don't have to turn on your camera, but if I click on the video call, it gives me the option, and you can see me here, and I would have to click this Start My Video. Once I do that, it's going to start the process of making that call. Again, I'm not going to do that for the purpose of this video, but once you do that, you're going to wait then on the other person to go ahead and come to it. Once you're in that video call, at the bottom of it, you'll have 3 different buttons. One of them will be a microphone, and you can toggle that on and off to mute your microphone or to unmute it. You can do the same thing with your camera. So you'll see the same icon here. All you have to do at that point is click it to turn off your video, or click it to turn it on if it's been off. So that's an easy way for you just to get the information that you need on how you're going to make a call with somebody. I stay signed into mine if I'm at my desk, and if I can see that, I will go ahead and respond to that call. So don't ever hesitate to contact me if you just want to test that out. That's all it takes to be able to connect to a call. Now, the other option that you have here is sharing content. And so when you click on this, you can see here that you can share your desktop. So for example, say you were wanting to do something where you wanted Mackenzie or Meredith or myself to actually walk you through what you were doing. You could share your desktop with us during a call, and we could watch what you're doing from wherever we are. And at that point, we could help guide you through where it is that you need to find things. Or again, if maybe you were a teacher that was out for some reason, but you wanted to still be a part of your PLC conversation, there's lots of different ideas here that we could do, but I could go ahead and share a PowerPoint, have everybody see that PowerPoint as I'm talking over it, and everybody else is participating in the call, and they could be using the instant messages during that time to be communicating with each other. Or they could come off of mute with their microphone, and they could go ahead and talk at the same time that I was. If you have multiple windows open, you can have it where it just shares out a the web browser, or maybe it shares out a Word document. Depends on what it is that you want to select. But any of the programs that you have open, if you do share a window, it will share that. If you do the share the desktop, it's going to share everything, and you'd see kind of like what you see on my desktop for this video, just all the different things that I would have open. So anyway, that's a quick rundown of how you can use Skype for Business. So hope this helps. There are some other videos that you're going to want to watch if you're really going to get into this. But for now, this should get you started with your Skype for Business. Thanks a lot.